of the prize pool, which Brave and Basic Attention Tokens sponsored. We put forth some BAT on Solana, or SPL BAT, for the prize pool last time, and we are doing the very same thing this time because we had a lot of fun with the community participating in the challenge last time. We actually saw a small uptick in BAT holders on Solana following the event, and Moonwalk Fitness, from their side, said that the event was a super success. They received a lot of participation from our community, and they saw quite a boost in the challenge from the Brave Ads campaign we ran for them. So provided, given the success of last time, we decided to do this yet again, as Moonwalk hosts a new challenge called the Singapore Stroll, which is coinciding with the Solana Breakpoint conference, of course, in Singapore, starting later this week. So yeah, this is just to back it up a second. This is just to show on the left here, we have a screenshot of our announcement for the first challenge that we sponsored for Moonwalk Fitness, where we were sponsors alongside the meme coin When. And just a visualizer on the right-hand side about how, this challenge had a direct influence on the number of token holders, BAT token holders on Solana. And this is just a screenshot from SolScan. This time we will try to get exact numbers that we can update you all after the challenge ends. And I'm going to follow up here with some info on how to join if you want to. So first of all, the sponsors this time are Brave and BAT and Access Protocol. They're sponsoring with 660K ACS tokens, and we are sponsoring with 6K BAT tokens, BAT on Solana. Okay, a couple more details about the challenge for anyone interested in getting involved. And I encourage everybody here to get involved because it's easy, it's fun. It's a great way to get in with the community, win some BAT for getting in some steps. It's just, why not? All right, so it's a 5-day event. It kicks off the 19th of September. It goes till the 22nd. So it's only 5 days long, only 5K steps a day, really easy. You can do a couple, laps around your block and you'll have 5K steps. There is an entry fee for the challenge. It is 10 USDC. And then, of course, you'll have to have a small amount of SOL in your wallet to cover gas fees. But the good news is, if you hit your daily step count every day throughout the challenge, so throughout the 5 days, you get your full deposit back at the end. And you get to share in the prize pool with people who have the highest daily step success rates. And if you miss a day, you don't have to, throw the baby out with the bathwater. All that happens is that 1/5 of your deposit goes towards the prize pool for every day that you miss. So pretty straightforward. And here are the instructions for how to sign up for the challenge. Really, really easy. You can start by just going to the Moonwalk Fitness website, launch the app, and then you can connect a Solana wallet address, or you can sign in with Gmail through Moonwalk Fitness's integration with TipLink. There's a referral step, but you can skip it, or you can just put that the BAT community referred you. That would be nice. And then after that, you just connect your favorite step tracker. So they support Fitbit, Apple Watch, Google Fit. And then if you don't have a physical device, you can also just use, if you're on iOS, you can use Moonwalk Fitness's Moonboots app. But then, of course, you have to have your phone on you while you're walking so that it records your steps. But you could also sync Moonboots with some of these fitness trackers. I think the Apple Watch definitely, and possibly some of the others too. So that's good news. And then there is a code that you need to enter for the game, and it's up on the screen here. I'll make sure to put all of this in the chat. And just so everybody knows, we announced this on Reddit as well. We put this on Twitter. We put this in Discord, in multiple channels. So if you just find us on one of those platforms, you'll be able to find the full instructions, and you don't have to wait for me to dump it in the chat, but I will do that anyway. So you have to put in the game code, and then once you're in, you're in. And then all you have to do is hit your step count. And then at the end, if you qualify for the prize pool, there will be a claim button that pops up in your Moonwalk Fitness dashboard where you'll be able to claim your BAT and your Access Protocol tokens. Super easy. Let me know if you have any questions. You can type them in the chat, or just come find me after. But that's that. Okay, next update. Just sharing the schedule for our upcoming X Spaces produced by Unfungible. So actually, just to cover a past event quickly, last Friday, we had, the topic was empowering digital creators in Web3. Luke was there for that one. The community team was there. We had Forbes Web3 on. We had Shotgun and StepN join us as well. And as for upcoming spaces on the schedule, this Friday we have the increase of privacy awareness in Web3 with, of course, the community team, Privado ID, Asset Link, and Verita. And then next week on Friday, we have user-generated content, the new TV, with the community team and some guest projects. And as I mentioned last time, we will also be adding a new slot on Wednesdays. So this will start not next week, but the following week on October 2nd. And that will be at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And that slot will feature Luke and the community team as well. But we will try to focus on some more technical topics. So that's what we have coming up with Unfungible. And speaking of Unfungible, we received our Unfungible Wrapped from them. So they send us an Unfungible Wrapped every month that we work with them. It's basically like a Spotify Wrapped, just, it's like an overview of our stats for the month with them. So I want to walk through them with you all real quick. Okay, so this month we attended a total of 7 spaces. So that's 4 Friday weekly spaces and then 3 guest spaces where someone on our team made an appearance. I think Battern probably did them all this month. He was killing it on the guest panels. So thank you, Battern. Well done. And here's a recap of the spaces we hosted. We did Does Gaming Need Web3? We did More Customization, More Power. We did The Attention Economy. And then we did Are NFTs Still Back? And these spaces had a total of 3,200 listeners, which is way more than we ever got before we started working with Unfungible. So we're happy and proud. And that's why we're adding a second weekly slot. And here are some of the brands that we brought on as guests this month. And these folks who all help promote the spaces have a combined 5.9 million followers. So just to give you a sense of, the exposure that we're getting by doing these things and bringing on these major Web3 guest projects, we're reaching far and wide, which is wonderful. And our spaces this month received a total of 266,653 total impressions, which is great. And here's just a summary of all of the above. We had 7,000 total listeners. Oh, wait, okay, this must be, never mind. I said 3,200 listeners. There must have been a mistake somewhere. I'm going to go with this one. This number looks better. So 7,600 total listeners for this month, almost 300,000 impressions, and 7 spaces hosted for August. So pretty nice numbers, pretty good stats. Hopefully this was interesting for you all. And we're eager to continue our work with Unfungible going forward. Okay, and last update from me, or second to last update from me, we put out an announcement today on Reddit, Discord. We'll be exposting this across the rest of our socials as well. But we put out a final call for our Sage Burn event, the Bat X Atom Ape NFT Sage Burn event. If you all remember, the NFT collection we launched, Bat X Atom Ape for Brave, which minted on Solana. I think that debuted in, oh my God, it's right here, but I can't read it because the dates are small. I think it was December of 2022. And then we did the Sage Burn last year in November, and we've left that event open for an entire year. We gave people, a lot of time to collect a set of 3 NFTs and then burn them for a Sage if they wanted to. Well, just to let you all know that you can still do that from now until October 31st. But after October 31st, the Sage Burn will officially be closed and the tiers of the collection will be solidified. So you can actually check out this post for full details. There's a lot of detail in there. I published it on Bat Project Reddit. I'll link it in the chat if someone doesn't beat me to it. We also posted it in the Brave Bat News channel in Discord and also the holders chat. So we're definitely going to make sure that everybody sees this. Everybody has time to burn for the Sage if they want to do that. After the burn ends, and you still want a Sage, you can still get one, provided that it is available trading on secondary, which I'm sure it will be. So our NFTs are currently listed on Tensor, Magic Eden, Hyperspace. They're trading there right now. So if you missed the mint back a couple of years ago, you can still actually snap up a set of NFTs and burn for the Sage if you want to do that by just checking out the listings on secondary. So yes, that's that. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I can circle back if needed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got like I gave up some to Battern too. I think more NFTs for ambassadors and stuff too. So we'll keep that going too, so people can get moving on that if they want to get the burn. But super excited for the burn to close out because it finally like finalizes the collection numbers, right? So like
exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, wait, I can pull them up and just tell you guys quickly right now. So as of right now, so you know, when people burn for the Sage, what they need to do is have one NFT from the 3 other tiers. So the tiers are called Curious, Dabbler, and Degen. So you have to burn one of each of those in order to get the Sage. So in the beginning, there were 1,400 Curious NFTs, 800 Dabbler NFTs, 300 Degen NFTs, for a total of 2,500 NFTs in the collection. But since the burn has occurred, there are now, to date, and this can still change, there are 1,236 Curious NFTs, 636 Dabblers, 136 Degens, and 164 Sages. So that actually means that the third to last tier, the Degen tier, is now the rarest. So that's also interesting. So you know,
that's how a Degen should be.
right. So yeah, and you know, like we'll probably do some raffles, like to Luke's point. He did sweep the floor a little while ago, and he gave us a bunch of Bat and Atom Ape NFTs to play around with ambassadors in the community. So we may raffle off a few more before the Sage burn closes up to give people who didn't get a chance to participate last time and who, you know, maybe don't want to buy the NFTs a chance to burn if they still want to do that. So stay tuned. Okay, and actually that's all for my updates for now. So I'm going to hand it over to Battern.
Wow, my slides, they look so good. What happened to them, Jenny? All right, everyone, it's Godson's not here, so I've got the update for the African ambassadors. Stan attended side events and the main event of F Safari in Kilifi, Kenya's coast, where he connected with amazing people from diverse ecosystems. He facilitated Brave browser downloads and shared a block survey link for ambassadors to join with attendees who proudly showed off their Brave adblock stats. True Brave fans. He also met a freelance journalist who writes the BBC and Cointelegraph, and there's a chance Brave will be featured soon. He connected with Web3 organizations for the partnerships and ad opportunities. The event was global, the planning flawless, the food incredible, and the Brave logo was everywhere, proudly represented by Stan. He met Santiago at F Safari and will be attending an event to talk about Brave at JKUAT University. Looking very happy there. The poker's been going really well. I won tonight, so obviously it's going amazingly. The latest update to the wallet means prizes are going out swiftly and without problems. I'm not going to lie, it was very rough for a while, but now it's literally the bridge snap over in an hour. Could just send everything out. Brilliant, no problems. The poker, who we've switched over to from Poker Now, they're holding a big tournament this Saturday with a 2K prize. We've got a private qualifier tomorrow in our Discord. If you check the community announcements, where the top 20% get entry for the Saturday competition, which should be exciting. But yeah, check out the Discord in the announcements for the exact times and dates, because you know everyone's in different time zones.
It's quite a poker table.
Yeah, I think I was just getting real good vibes from it. Like I ended up folding loads of decent hands, and I still won. Yeah, some really good posts on Twitter this week. Keith has been absolutely smashing the quote tweets. Like, I don't know how he's doing so well in the algorithm, but he's doing it. Like, yeah, he's smashing them all. Replies, but the quotes, they've been really good. I've never seen them perform so well. Normally, like the whole reply guy strategy, I know that one, but the quoting one, that seems to be even better. I had to play dress up with the dog this week to get Jenny to leave me alone. But she got this brilliant post out of an attempt to get a trend go with Brave Beast. And yeah, she's buggered off now. So I've got a lot more hours and energy in the day because I'm not walking 15K steps. And I'm not being woken up. Where are we walking to?
On that note, if anybody has a brave beast, a pet that they want to dress up in brave merch and take a photo, share it on social, tag Bat Community, we will do everything in our power to amplify that and boost it. We're starting a new trend, brave beasts.
I told the shelter, no matter how much my other half asked, do not be putting any damn animals on my door till next month. I want to sleep.
Awesome. Do kids count? Like, are my children?
Sure.
I never understood how bad it would be with children. Having a dog was bad enough. I have so much empathy with people with children now. Like, I'm so tired. Like, but you can throw a dog around. You can't throw a kid around.
But yes, children count. And also you all, if you want to, share photos of yourselves wearing your Brave merch, you can throw a Brave line over your face. I know a lot of you like to remain anonymous, and I know that you like to do that for the kitties too. So feel free to do that. But yeah, we want to see more pictures of folks in their Brave merch on social. So take a pic, throw it up, tag Bat Community, and we will repost you.
And if you're feeling shy, just whack a Brave thing over your face,
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather have pictures of everyone with, privacy respecting features than no pictures at all.
Thank you, Battern. Good update. Paula, over to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Battern. So hi, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. So last week we had Ethereum Mexico in Mérida, Yucatan, and it was a success. And so I wanted to share like some highlights about their work there. So first, the participation of Bat Mexico as community partners stood out because they had a lot of energy and engagement, and also the merch distribution was awesome, and that made a significant impact among attendees. So they distributed official Brave merch such as pins, webcam covers, stickers, and some T-shirts for the Bat Mexico team, and they had some. And they also have some left for future events. Then they officially introduced the Bat and Brave community in Mexico at a special room. So they did like a small presentation, and we got a lot of positive feedback. And actually, most of the attendees were Brave users, and they were very excited to see the representation at the event. Next, they were involved at the Frutero Club Hackathon, which was like a collaboration with Ethereum Mexico. Not like a side event, but more like a collaboration. So they had the opportunity to give away some merch to students, university professors, and professionals from Mexico. But this was possible because people saw the team with Brave t-shirts and wanted to get the merch. So I would say that the engagement was very natural. And also another thing was that at the event, they launched the Bat Mexico Instagram account with the aim of reaching younger audiences and have like a bigger presence in social media. So they will start working on that. And it's a new goal that I would love to achieve with them as well. And they also announced an upcoming online raffle of Brave merch through X to keep engaging with their community, which I feel like it's an amazing strategy. And now about the feedback, like I said, everything was positive. But for some new users or new people exploring Web3, they didn't know how to set up their Brave wallet. However, that was like the perfect opportunity for the team to help and teach them about it. And thanks to that, they now have a sense of the type of questions related to Brave for future events. So that's good. And finally, they came up with a very creative and fun activity that I'm going to share in the next few slides. Now I want to introduce the Bad Mexico team that was doing all the work in person. So here's Eric and Cariño and their X handles if you want to follow them. They were responsible for all the community engagement and Brave representation. And even though Donatello was not able to attend, he was behind everything remotely, and he made all the connections for us to join and be part of the event. So shout out to Donatello, Eric, and Cariño for all their amazing work there. And here are some pictures at ETH Mexico. Of course, the iconic mariachi hat on the Brave sticker, that was genius. One of the attendees with some merch, stickers, and also I wanted to highlight that creative sign with light that says Amor Eterno or Eternal Love in English. And they combined that with the word Ethereum and it works perfectly. And of course, with a Brave sticker. So I feel like that was awesome. Okay, now for this video, there's no context behind it. They just came up with this spontaneous and fun idea of wearing horse masks with the Brave logo just to catch people's attention. And actually, this turned out to be a brilliant way to engage with the people there because they felt like they were in a fun and enjoyable environment. And also, they were super excited and they took pictures with them to share on social media. I'll try to get some of the posts to share it next week. I would love to see that. But this simple activity increased brand visibility. And imagine you're just walking in this business environment and see some random people with horse masks. You would immediately react and would love to see what's going on. So that was awesome. And I know I kind of mentioned this last week, but I wanted to give a proper introduction to our new Bad ambassador, Eric. He was a member of the Bad Mexico team and helped Donatello in various events, but now he has become an official ambassador. And we're very happy to have him, and I'm excited to work with him from now on. But yeah, congratulations, Eric. Welcome to the family. And now, as an additional update, Jenny, Guillermo, and I will work this week on making a promotional video for the launch of Echo Magazine on September 25th. So we will be sharing that very, very soon once it's ready. But yeah, that's all from my side. And now we will have Guillermo, who will share many exciting details about Echo. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Paula. That was awesome. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share and let Guillermo go ahead and share his screen because he wants to show us a preview of the upcoming issue of Echo.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to leak the magazine before. And there's Space Odyssey music playing in the background, like duh, 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 duh. These I'm saying as I'm gaining time to find the window that I'm supposed to share.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom. I'm not finding the. All right, no worries. I can just share the entire screen. All right. So this is going to be the display of what you're going to see if you get the rare version and if you're seeing on Drape House rather than seeing it on the PDF on the wallet. So as you can see, this is the cover. It is like golden versus the normal one, which isn't golden. Then it has a brief instruction on how to open the PDF. It's very important for me that people open it on the PDF so they can have a more immersive experience and experience the hyperlinks. For example, here, as you can see, it's clickable, and I don't know if you can read it because I'm on a big screen, but it says Beth Guillermo on X. Basically, you can open this, and clicking this will open my Instagram on X. I will not do it for privacy concerns, but you can imagine it. This is an introduction. It's basically the same that we do and recycle for every issue. It's basically how Echo came to be. It's a decent read. I'm proud of this one. I'm not a very good writer, but I think this one is pretty decent. Then we have the index. These last two are not indexed because we have the rare version and the common version. So basically, the rare version has more content, as you'll be about to see, while the common version doesn't. So the numbers will change naturally. Here again, everything is clickable, and this is not only for artworks, but as you can see, we can also see the authors, and as well as the sources for the articles that are featured. And here I feature a few stickers throughout the magazine for the Drip House version, so people can actually opt in for the PDF version and have a more immersive experience and actually be able to see directly who the authors are. Then it's a little definition for meme coins since we are using it as one word versus two. And this is the first project that we are featuring. It's Guac. And then we have basically just an overall view taken strict from CoinMarketCap, better organized and just easy on the eyes. So you have all the information that you need if you wanted to buy some Guac. And basically it's the same thing and it goes on for I'd like to feature this one because as well as some other projects featured actually were featured on some Brave ads, and here's the time frame when they actually ran those advertisements featuring Yellow, and you can see there's a pic, and you'll see there's a pattern between them. I'm not saying it was cause effect, but there seems to be a pattern when you can see the same thing, Motai the same thing, and I believe these are the only three. Then here is another link. This is a link inside the link. This is the very talked and anticipated meme coin article that Luke is writing, and here you can read a little excerpt before it reaches the full article. I don't know if Luke wants to talk a little bit about it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I think the excerpt's good. Like, we're working on the longer piece too. So we're gonna tie in some creator stuff with it.
I can say that from what I read, cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Not as cool as Echo, man. This is rad.
Here's an artwork featured by Moonbeamer. And it's more of the same thing for Harry Potter Bomb Sonic Tiny New, which is the only Ethereum project featured. Wolf, and of course Guano. And here's an article about Guano, and of course it talks about Mass Ambassadors program as well, total supply, and it's a project that is about to come soon as it hasn't launched yet. And then it's just a bunch of artwork. This is basically the difference between the common and the rare. The common doesn't have all of these extra artwork, while the rare version does. Then the thank you note, where I thank individually everyone that participated in any way, shape, or form in this magazine. The credits come right for Echo. And again, you can click these things and it'll just open the email and you can go directly to it. And I'll keep updated on Echo. And that's it, folks. I don't think I missed anything. It will launch on the 25th of September. You might have seen the ads. You'll see them again on the 21st and the 25th. And we'll try to make a lot of noise on those same days. Actually, not the same days, on the 22nd and the 25th with all the projects that are featured on this magazine. So we should be able to generate some noise, and I'm excited about it. I will not take any more of your time. Back to you, Luke.
Yeah, take time. That's awesome. Really cool. Thank you for walking us through that, Guillermo. It was like a awesome run through, and can't wait to see the full issue like once they're dropped. How many people are on that subscription list for Echo right now?
Checking right now. 97.8 thousand.
Oh, nice. That's
Almost
awesome.
100,000.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
Cool.
goal.
How many? Is this a second or a third issue?
This is the third issue. However, it's only the second one on our channel. The first one was distributed widely from Drape, as they usually to introduce artists and creators. They just gather all of them into like a season and then drop something from each one into like a agglomerate of NFTs.
That's
So
awesome.
this is the second one from our channel, but the third one overall.
That's cool. Yeah, and I think we're gonna run some Brave ads for that too. Like I'm sure you guys saw the new tab takeover that ran this week too. Or when was that? Sunday or Saturday or something?
It was on the 16th, so it was yesterday. Actually, not. Yeah, yesterday on Monday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The second wave is coming on the 21st, this Sunday, and on the 25th, the day of the launch, we'll also run some more ads, and also you might see some push ad notifications that we're also running in between.
Yeah, it's excellent. Super cool. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I think I don't have a ton else. I think I just open it up for questions. If folks have questions or want to talk about anything, we can surface that up. Yeah, hand the time over to the community. How's it going, folks? Oh, I see Stan's here. Hey, Stan, welcome. Awesome work and at the conference. We saw that pictures. Yeah, anybody have any questions? Bueller? Or anything you guys want to talk about?
What do you think about raw milk?
I haven't had it since childbirth, so I don't have a strong opinion about raw milk. I know people are super into it. I just missed the boat on like following along with that one. What's the what should I know about raw milk, Battern? And tell me more about this.
It's really good. Like it gives you loads of energy, and yeah, it's just it's actual milk.
Does it taste different?
Yeah, it just tastes. It's got more flavor to it. I get it from the farmer's market, like direct from like the farmer. So yeah, it's good.
Nice. It's one of those things that people have super strong opinions about in California that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. It's like I know, like you kind of get like a little buzz off it, not like a massive buzz, but like kind of like when you drink like a yogurt or something. It's kind of like that in that you get kind of like I don't know. It's kind of indescribable, really.
I could have been getting a buzz off milk this entire time, and I haven't.
Well, if pasteurized milk, you don't because it hasn't got all the good stuff in it.
Yeah. I'll have to try it. Yeah, I've got some people that are like super opinionated about it, and I've just been like not as following along as closely. But I'm all for people cutting out the middleman. In most cases. So that's super cool. Yeah, I think a bunch of interesting stuff going on too. There was a footnote in one of these SEC enforcement actions where the judges basically, I think the footnote was like I'm sorry about calling crypto tokens securities or something like that. It was super interesting. But it looks like when these things hit the courtroom, when they don't get settled out early, the judges are actually showing some common sense, which is great. I was going to share that fish fry NFT thing from Descent because it was classic. I think I tweeted about it last night, but it was very, very good. Let me open up for more questions while I dig up that link. Hand up, and Jenny.
Hi. Yeah, I actually had one more update that I didn't make a slide for today, but I just wanted to.
Yeah. Throw it in.
Yeah. So I just want to let you all know that since the last time we whitelisted, there's been about 20 new responses on the self-custody Brave Rewards, BAT payouts via Solana, VIP guest list block survey form. My goodness, that is a mouthful. So I'm kind of trying to wait for those to accumulate a little bit before sending those through to the team. But I will make sure to get those folks whitelisted promptly before the end of the week. So whether Thursday or Friday, it'll happen before the end of the week. So yeah, if you still know anybody who wants to sign up through the block survey form, hang on, I'll put it in the chat. Or I don't know, maybe C-Ray, I know you had posted about it on community. Maybe you want to like re-up that post or something just to see if anyone else wants to join. That way we can get them all in on the next round.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a bump in addresses for the next payout too. I know I've been handing out those sign up forms. Like, how's that going? Are people are signing up with the guest list? Like, someone asked me if there were any follow up steps once you fill out the form. Like, maybe we can kind of go over what that process is like. How does that work specifically?
Yeah, so as of right now, there's no like real follow-up. All you have to do is fill out the form, you provide your Brave Rewards payment ID, you provide a Discord handle, because our original idea was that we would be updating each time there's a wave of whitelisting happening, we'd update in Discord, tagging all the people at once who registered via the form. Because let me back up. We've actually given everybody who signed up via the form a special user flare in Discord. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Solana rewards or whatever it is. So we can mass ping everyone updates, but we've actually just been updating on the community call for the most part, and just like on ambassador calls and other interactions we have throughout the week with the community rather than using the Discord role. But I shall post an update in Discord tagging the role so everybody up to, whatever date knows that they should be whitelisted. And at that point, all people really need to do is check their Brave Rewards, check their browser to see if the Solana linking option has become available.
Okay, cool. So do they don't get the like red dot on the rewards icon in the URL bar or anything like that?
I can't remember what the UI.
Like I signed up early, so I never got the prompt for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember how it actually shows up in the UI. I actually linked not long ago, but I just like breezed through it. Like I saw a notification, it was like, oh, and just connected super fast. But let me see if I can get a screenshot of like what it's supposed to look like and what you should expect to see in your browser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. If it's easy, cool. If not, it's not a huge deal. But yeah, when someone on Twitter had like hit me up and I gave them the form and they were like, yeah, so what do I do now? And I was like, oh, that's a good question. I totally forgot. So thanks for breaking that down. I think
and you could just tell them like once you've filled out the form, usually within a week, you'll receive a notification in your rewards UI. Either with like the little red dot, like you were saying, or just like maybe it presents some other way. I'll try to get a screenshot, like I said, but yeah, usually within a week, they should receive an invite via the browser.
Cool. Yeah. So I think C-Ray asked in chat. I don't know if you want to ask it out loud, C-Ray, or I can run through your question in chat. It sounds like Guillermo's got an answer for you. So. Or I'm missing.
Sorry, go ahead, C-Ray.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I was like split my attention on two different things. So which one are we about the echo thing right now?
I think it's the echo one. Is that the one? That's the one you're talking about, Guillermo. So
that's the one I'm more confident to answer. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so I think Sierra's asking, put it another way, getting an echo feels like too much work for me and not necessarily easy to see or use. So I've given up on it. I imagine there are many other users who would love to see more and get things like echo, but just need a simpler barrier to entry. So what's your take on that one, Guillermo?
It's a very fair point. I have some friends who are outside of Web3, and for them, they even have to make a wallet. I assume Sierra already has one, but for people who are just on joining and want to be a part of this and to collect or just find this new model, it would be extra work for them, and they need extra knowledge that sometimes they don't have. So that's a fair point. But the main reason why we formed Echo as NFTs was because we wanted to defy the current model of paywalls that we see on newspapers and magazines online. So that was like the main thing. So having them as CNFTs and be able to distribute them entirely for free while giving true ownership and at the same time retaining some of that value seemed more appealing to me and seemed more in line of the other things that we were doing. And in down the road, we can also try to integrate more of bad and find more bad use cases. So that's the main reason why we're using Drip, because they already have a really working model with the CNFTs, and we just want to keep everything Web3 for the most part.
I wonder if there's like if we could like maybe make or have maybe one of the ambassadors or somebody make a 1, 2, 3 type of like step by step, kind of how to get Echo. Have we done that before?
I believe so for the first issue. I probably still have the files and the graphics.
Yeah. Maybe if I can claim it on my phone, maybe I'll do a screencast of it or something and put
That
it on
sounds
there.
good, yeah.
I agree. The easier we can make it, like sometimes people just need to see how to do it, but it makes it a little easier. But I don't know.
I find it
Great.
relatively easy. I think what C-Ray is mostly saying is that, it just feels like too much work. You have to go onto Drip House, you have to connect the wallet, you have to subscribe, then wait for the day and collect it. It's too many steps, and probably C-Ray is seeking for more simplicity. Is that correct, C-Ray?
One of these days, you'll just say, "Hey, Leo, like automatically, like get my Echo for me" or something.
Right. I mean, where it started off at is I was saying it would be great if we could do something like a UI within the browser itself, especially when you consider Echo, which is more like a magazine, to let me have that appear like on my dashboard on my new tab page
Yeah, that'd
and
be
be
cool.
able to view that and sort through. I said it would be great to have that integration, but then to have it similar also like, Brave News, how we can scroll down and see all the news articles and you can opt into different sources. It would be nice just to be able to see that, hey, we have Echo Magazine. Let me click that box, even if it then does a notification and I have to sign in my wallet, but then to where it can automatically appear. It will be that subscription, or to where I can claim that each month. It would just say, hey, claim now, and I can click the button there instead of me constantly having to go to some third party website, go through things to try to claim it, then hope to log into my wallet or whatever to find it. It's just a lot of bouncing around, and it's been a while since I looked. But last time that I received Echo, I couldn't even read it.
I remember that. Yeah,
So,
I remember that.
yeah.
No, it's a great point. Like, I know. I also like kind of think like, okay, the Leo thing would be cool. Also, like, eventually, and this is probably sacrilegious and probably hear people cringing as I'm saying it, but like, this could be something where you've got this like playlist thing where you could, it'd be cool if you could like, oh, let me subscribe to Echo. So like anytime Echo drops, your playlist just updates with it or something, right?
I
Like
have a suggestion that should be doable. Once we reach the fifth issue, we could create an archive and then see if we can list it as an RSS feed, and that could be easily integrated on Brave News. So then you could theoretically be able to scroll down and see the different issues that were released, and just
so
click
there's
them
like
and access the archive.
so there's what, like a 6 issue minimum to do the archive?
No, but just seems
Yes.
it's just imagine that it's just 3. You go to an archive, just 3 of them. It's embarrassing.
Totally. No, I hear you. That's awesome though. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. And we'd have to see. And at least it would open up opportunities as far as people becoming more aware of it as well, perhaps.
Totally. I mean, totally. I think that's one of those things too. And part of the reason too why we want to run ads for it to Brave users is to like also show Drip House too. Like, because we've been doing these pilots with creators where we're kind of helping to show their YouTube channel or podcast or whatever to our user base. I mean, even our own podcast, we've been running some promo for it, and you see a big jump whenever we do that. And so I think things like Drip House, where hey, look, if we're able to show more, get more people on there to see these things here, like it kind of like sets the table for like doing more, with them, because usually you need numbers to move people, right? Like, and yeah, like this helps us to kind of get our steps there. But I love that idea of like, getting a feed link from it, because then it just kind of works with stuff we have too. It's nice. Yeah, I love it. Good question or call out there, C-Ray. C-Ray's got a hand up. How's it going?
Yeah, no, the other thing that I was going to jump on earlier was where Jenny had been talking. So for the signups, I know I did update the last time, and I'll probably do another. But are we requiring people? It's still requiring people for Discord. There's no way around that.
Jenny, what's the take on it?
Sorry. Yes, I had to step away for a moment. Yes, we're still requiring the Discord handles just because the folks who sign up through the guest list is really supposed to be for people who are like kind of amenable to providing feedback if we ask for it. And so that's why we're requiring a Discord handle so that we can, ping people for feedback if necessary. But as I mentioned, I think I mentioned a couple calls ago that, and I'm not sure whether this has changed, but last I spoke to Chris, there's actually going to be a button in the rewards UI added where you can hit join the waitlist instead of waiting for a wave. And so while that doesn't like guarantee an immediate whitelist like the guest list does, guest list, whitelist, there's a lot of terms, it will allow people to get into test or try self-custody rewards on Solana without having to provide a payment ID, a payment ID and a Discord handle. Sorry, that was so unclear. Did that come across okay, or should I?
Yeah, no, I think you're good. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like for people who don't want to provide that extra information, they could just wait and then, apply through the button in the browser UI, or just wait for their wave, the invite wave to hit them.
All right. And are you guys still prioritizing just people from countries where custodial partners are still not active, or is it just trying to add pretty much everyone that's trying to join the wait list?
Well, the waitlist folks are added like with they're added in. I think like outside the waitlist, we're looking at the countries where users don't have support now, but also like just adding to the other countries too, where we've already rolled it out, because we haven't hit everybody in every country yet. So it's kind of a mix of those two things.
All right, awesome. And yeah, I know there's definitely still people to try to push that way. I know earlier today, I think it was, somebody had posted that they're in Turkey, and I guess Uphold no longer is allowing new accounts for Turkey. So they was like, how can I get my payment? So definitely will push them over towards it. So
yeah, nice. Like I even had somebody literally like 5 minutes before this call started, I was tweeting with somebody who was in Kenya who couldn't get support either. So I sent them the link over DM. So I love it. I just love that we have like an answer for that now, because it was so painful when we lose the support, like, and people are interested in getting in there too. So I'm super excited for that.
yeah, that is awesome. Now, if you don't mind, do we know what the status is like with payments? I see that at least on Community, they still have it that Solana payments are pending, where everything else is completed.
Yeah, I think the Solana ones are still running through. I know that like when we heard from Jackson yesterday, he was saying I think they're running a second pass through or something like that right now on the payments process. But yeah, those should be done pretty soon.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. All right, we've got 7 minutes. Anybody has any questions? How are you doing, Baz? If you're able to say hi. If you're not a problem.
I'm good. Busy.
Good. Always good to see you.
Do you know who updates that website I dropped?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know. I remember it was like someone like a volunteer was doing it. But that is a good question. Let me see here. I know Samson knows.
I know there's like another website that I guess it's actually on Brave's site where it has stats, but it shows the stats using the other funnel.
I see. This is like way out of date. Back to May. Okay, I'll ping some folks and see if somebody knows who it is and can reach out. I think Samson knows who it is and could probably reach out to them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Interesting. Okay, cool.
Would it be good on the main Brave webpage that posts the stats for it to clarify which funnel it's using?
What do you on On the transparency page?
Yeah, because I think it uses, I guess, the visible funnel, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's using. Yeah, let me double check on that. I thought for a while it was using historical, just because that's what's been historically used. But I think you're right. I think it's using visible. We should indicate that. That would be helpful.
Yeah, just because I know like a lot of times people talk about and they're using like the historical, and then it might be odd if then people go to the official website.
I'm gonna see Chris more next week in person too, and I want to talk to him about that and some updates on the BAT website too. This is something I'll bug him about. C-Ray.
Well, he's actually on that. Do we know why Brave doesn't have its own list as far as like that page that talked about the users also had a list of like all the creators and who is supported creator and everything? Why Brave doesn't have that to where people can search for things, or like what we've talked about before, being able to find out which ones might be charities or anything else like that.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember what the specific reason was. Like I'm not sure what it is, but off the top of my head. But I think that yeah, it might have just been a maintenance thing, but let me find out. Again, I'm gonna meet with a bunch of people next week at an offsite, so I'll bug some folks about this stuff there, because I want to like update the transparency stuff. I think it needs some love. So, as is obvious from these pages being out of date.
But speaking of updates, have you seen where you guys recently have changed the design for like the premium account login and stuff, the accounts.brave?
Yeah, I saw that it had been updated.
I was gonna say it looks nicer. I just don't know if it was design only or what, especially since I've not been able to afford premium lately. But didn't know if you had any news on that.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, there's the annual subscription updates for mobile that rolled out, and I know the team's been working on a bunch of back-end fixes on payments flows and stuff that we had some regular support issues from. And I heard so far that those fixes on mobile have been resulting in fewer support tickets. They're working on that for desktop now too, and so that'll be a big part of it. And obviously, like behind that work is the pay with BAT work is gonna fall in at some point after the annual subscription stuff's fixed and out there for everybody. So yeah, the other updates to that, I think there was just some like general UX cleanup and things like that. I don't remember the full list off the top of my head.
Awesome. Yeah, I just know it's exciting to see you guys working on a lot of little things here.
Yeah, it needs little cleanup things too. And I think like there's gonna be some conversations too around like bundling and stuff like that too. Because it definitely been getting a lot of feedback from people, inside and outside the US, or like the costs are prohibitive, right? Like, and can we do something to lower those and things like that? So I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good. And the crypto payments one I get questions about all the time. So yeah. Cool. And I think we're working on a couple of other announcement types of things to go forward with too. Was talking with Mert at Helios about doing some promo around the fact that Brave Wallet and the rewards payouts on Solana are using Helios now, which is awesome. And I've been hearing a bunch of good feedback from people that are saying the wallet performance is better ever since we made that cut over, and been some other improvements too. But and then we're also talking with in the run up to the Zcash shielded transaction rollout. We're working on some prep for promo for that too. So lots of stuff in the hopper. Super interested for it. But yeah, I think any other questions? We got 2 more minutes.
Well, I can always ask. I know you talked not long ago, but I already forgot what was said. Sorry. As far as search ads, do we know when they're kind of around now, but it's not like mainstream. We're still not getting paid for them or anything. Do you know how much longer that might be?
Yeah, so they're rolling them out to certain regions right now, and like there's still regions where search isn't default too, and then we're working on the reward model for the search stuff. That's part of kind of the offsite plan too, is to go over that a little bit next week internally. So I don't have any major updates there yet, other than yeah, they're building that business up still. Baz, you got a hand up.
Do we have any idea like what might be the next area where Brave adds like further granularity to like their advertising offerings? Like in the US, we have, for instance, a by state breakdown. Could we potentially see like the same thing, but for provinces, Canada, or some other type of stuff like that? Or
Yeah, there
see
was
that
some-
on the radar in the near future?
Yeah, there was some stuff on Canada that was getting worked on a while ago. I think there's also some fixes on like some of the matching work too on the back end, and then there's a lot of work going on right now about how can we tie like search intent stuff to the browser based matching too, which if we can do that, we might be able to get more specific, you know, granularity on geos as well. So a lot of this kind of works going on to see, like, now that we have search ads out, how can we kind of like, you know, bolster the offering a little bit with both. And we also like JP has been kind of really digging in on the ad product work and testing things out to kind of get a state of the state on a bunch of different things that this will be part of too. So I don't have a concrete update on that other than the fact that, like, you know, there's the search work with the browser ads and trying to kind of link those two together locally, right? Like is something that's interesting that the team's working on now, but I don't have any concrete updates on like when. All right. And at that, we are at 3:01 Pacific. So I'm going to call that a wrap. I'll be doing the call from London next week, late night in London time. Until then, we will be back, same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you all for everything. And we'll see you all online. Take care.
See everyone.
See ya.